Alright, what's up? This is day 2 of strategy number 1. Let's get started. We're going to be doing 7 days of this strategy. 7 more. So this will add up to 14 of the total of 28 days. That's the goal. We're going to start on the weekly time frame, get a daily bias going. And it looks like we're pretty bullish on the weekly. We got a reaction down here on the daily and the weekly. There could be a potential retracement down here. And if we go down to the 4 hour, we are bullish. Very bullish on every time frame. And the goal is to just get a liquidity sweep, high time frame confluence, BPR, inverse fair value gap, OT, and enter off of that. Y'all didn't see that. Cool. Alright, we have a 4 hour fair value gap. We see somewhat of a reaction at some point in it. Let's see. Price is pretty smooth. I wouldn't be surprised if price moved up after this. Let's look at OTE. Equilibriums. Cool. Alright. This is what we're going to want to look for. This. Turn it up. We don't need this. We need this 1 hour fair value gap. And I would say this low. This low looks, there's a fair value gap out of that low. Cool. Alright. Let's go down to 30-minute. Off the bat, I see BPR. And cool. 15-minute. We can go up 2 candles. Alright, looks like we're going to hit this, honestly. Let's do that. 9-minute. 3-minute. Let's look for OTE on this. OTE is right at the midpoint. So since it's a high time frame, inverse fair value gap, I want to look for a reaction off of it and then wait for another entry. And if price proceeds to go down, then I don't know what I'd wait for, to be honest. We have this fair value gap reaction right here. Swing low or swing high or whatever it is, honestly. React off of equilibrium. Hit equilibrium again. It's probably going to go up. Alright, cool. That's fine. Let's look for a long. It invalidated our... Here. We do have BPR. Right there. Not that it matters anymore, honestly. Cool. I think we can look for a short here. Alright. Let's look at OTE. We do have a reaction off 0.705. My daily bias is short. I want to chase this low right here. And I even want to chase all the way down here. But we also did react off of this strong demand zone and a fair value gap. If anything, I think price will react off of this. And if it doesn't, it's fine. I'm going to take the short above this high. Take profit all the way down here. I think it's a pretty solid setup, honestly. It's a lot. It's a lot of points, but I think we got it. Let's go to the. Let's go down to the 1 minute. See, we already reacted off of it. Let's go back to the 3 minute. Created a higher high. Another. Hasn't hit the stop loss yet. It looks like it's going to. We swept this liquidity right here. Look at that reaction. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna. Yeah, stop me out. Cool. We'll mark that day number 8. Day number 8 as a loss. Man. Okay. Maybe I'm just getting the wrong side, bro. Maybe I'm just getting the wrong bias every damn time. That's crazy. That's alright, though. I'll get the hang of it at some point. Alright, let's go to the 30 minutes. Let's mark out these other days, these other openings. New York session opens or whatever. Cool. I bet. Alright, cool. Let's go to the 1 hour. Sweat these highs. We have BPR right here. This bug's gonna piss me off. OTE would be perfect. But there's also a low right here that we could sweep. Let's get this over here. We also created a higher high on the high time frame. So I want to get OTE again on this. So equilibrium's on this fair value gap now. So just in case, filling this fair value gap could be something important. Cool. 15 minute. Honestly, if this high gets swept, I wouldn't think anything of it. Previous session highs, equal highs. There's also highs right here. I think the goal would be to sweep this high. At least. If we were bearish. And, I mean, the low that we would hit is right down here. So, pretty even in the middle. I think it's safe to say that whichever way it goes, I'll be pretty set up. Manipulation. Price is pretty ugly, I'm gonna be honest. Holy. Chasing this high. Swept the high. I think it's safe to look for a long, to be honest. Price wants to go up. As I was saying, price really wants to go up. It's not safe to look for a short. I mean, after this big move, yeah. This would be the long right here. Closed out of it, inversed it, that would be the long. If it retraces again, I'm taking that long. I'm taking that. One hour. We're just going to place it right there. And cool. All right, here we go. Fails to create a higher high. Fails to create a lower low. Stops me out. Okay. No. OTE. Cool. I'm taking this. We're looking for longs. Below this low. I get like, bro. I don't know. I do not know, brother. That's a shame, though. No biggie. All right, cool. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour for value gap. 1 hour for value gap. Get a reaction out of it. Nothing crazy. Got a liquidity sweep. That's wild. All right, cool. Feels to create a higher high. 15 minute. All right, cool. Let's get started. Holy wick. I think it's going to keep going up. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Wait for a retracement. There's nothing to retrace to, honestly. I'm longing that. I really am. We have OTE, that's equilibrium reaction, inverse for value gap. I'm longing. One to 3 R. Cool. Let's do it. Stopped out. Cool. All right. Obviously, we're bearish. I'll just wait for a retracement right here. I'm shorting. No, there's no reason to. Let me calm down. Not really if I value gap retracement. I mean, we have this. We have a reaction out of it. OTE. It closes past OTE. Let's wait for the next candle. I'm taking it. Above this high. At this low. Yeah, I'm moving that there. Yeah, stopped out. Is that a loss on both days 2 and 3, bro? Yeah, it was. That hurts. What is this song? Creates a higher high, breaks structure. Alright, it's 130. That's crazy. Alright. Whew, that was a close one. We're looking to fill this fair value gap. Or not fill, but we're looking to react off this fair value gap. I already know. We have a high right here. If we touch this fair value gap, I'm looking for a long. Like, at all. Well, shit. I mean, I was gonna long. Okay. It's creating a fair value gap. I'll just wait for the retracement. Alright, I'm longing. No black candle yet. Fails to create a lower low. Fails to create a higher high. Retraces, waiting for the next candle. If it creates a lower low, I'm out. Alright, it's a lower low. It's a liquidity sweep. Fair value gap reaction. Alright, cool. Take profit was hit. Alright, what was that? Day 3? Was that still day 3? That was day 4. Alright, day 4 was a check. Cool, cool, cool. So the reason, I'm going to explain why I took this fair value gap reaction. 15-minute fair value gap. Very volatile, just straight fair value gap. It's basically a liquidity void. We get a liquidity sweep right here. And price moves up so smoothly. Even on the 1 minute, it moved up so smoothly. Price is not going to look to retrace all the way back to a demand zone or supply zone, right? Price just wants something to react off of because of how smooth this transition was. So that's why I looked for just a reaction out of it. Cool. I like it. On to the next day. Secure to win. Let's go to the next. Big weekly gap. Cool. We got a reaction out of it. We swept a high. Cool. If price creates a lower low here, I'm going to look for a retracement up to this high and then short. Unless price reacts off of this and, well, actually, I'm pretty even for each bias. Maybe I'll just take profit down to here. That'll be the plan. That'll be the plan. Cool. We also have an inverse for value gap here. Let's mark out the BPR. Let's get OTE. I'm confident that this will short down to here. This is a huge draw on liquidity. Cool. We're going to short this 0.62. Let's go to the 1 minute. I think it'll hit it pretty quickly. Cool. All right. So we also have a fair value gap right here that I would rather short because there's a 0.705. Consequent encroachment. I like this. I think it'll go up a bit more. I think it'll go up a bit more. No? That's fine. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm shorting this. Big stop loss. Honestly, that's a big stop loss. That's cool. I believe in this trade. I really do. Sideways market. Almost. There we go. All right. Day number 5 was a dub. Cool. That's fine. RR was bad, but definitely still got in the trade. I believed in it. I really did. Look at that. I got too greedy with the 0.705, which is fine. That's why I entered late. I should have just entered up here. But it happens. Now I know. Cool. I got to win. Let's go to the next day. We are running through this. All right, we have 2 more days already. I guess it's going to be a quick video. Cool. $8.30. $8.30. Cool. Says liquidity sweep. Nah, feels great at lower low. That means price will want to come back here. That means I'm looking for this liquidity sweep to get hit. We're also in the fair value gap. That doesn't really matter. There's not really any equilibrium or anything. Let's go up to the... Let's go to the 1 hour. Consequent encroachment. Let's look for this. That's what it's called. Whatever. Equilibrium. Let's get that. Alright. So bad part is, if we are looking for longs, it will be reacting off of equilibrium. Let's see what happens. I'm looking for price to come back down to here. Let's see if I can find something on the other time frames, like a inverse fair value gap. There's a strong low right here. There's a fair value gap. Maybe price will come down to there. I think it'll go down a bit lower. Let's see what happens. All right, so cool. It looks like we have a manipulation to the upside. Reaction off the OTE. In this order block right here. But I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for fair value gap reactions. It's also a fair value gap reaction. Still going up. At this point, I'm looking for some sort of reason to trade down here. It's a pretty clean move. Let's look at equilibrium and look for a long. Cool. Let's get OTE. Equilibrium reaction. I want one more candle. I think it'll go down lower. It looks like a short. Cool. All right, we have a reaction off of this. I think it'll retrace again. Let's see what it does. Cool. Okay. We reacted off of it again. What do I want to do here? We have a major swing high right here, which is a very bearish symbol. And price reacted off of this level right here. Not very well. Why would price want to go down? There's a 15-minute order block right here. Inside of a fair value gap. There is... I think it'll go up. 3-minute looks good. It could be coming down here. Let's look. It hit equilibrium. 0.705 is right here. I'm going to take this. That's a good stop loss right there. Take profit. Yeah. Honestly, we might be chasing this. Let's go for this right now. 1.79 is not the best, in my opinion. Honestly, I'd rather not take this trade. Let's wait till it comes down here. I want to wait till it comes down here. This is 0.705. The RR is just not looking good. There's no point. It's not worth it, even if I do win the trade. Look at that. Did that touch? Let's look. 566.82. 566.91. It didn't touch. It didn't touch. What? But that's a demand zone. Honestly, I'll take this. I'm going to wait for... My intuition's telling me wait for one more, but I really shouldn't. Let's just stick to the strat. Right below this. And take profits at this high. Cool. Let's do this. Alrighty. Here we go. Wow. All right, we broke structure. Could be a false breakout. It's a clean move. It looks like we're looking for a retracement. There's the retracement. Let's see what it does. Wants to create a lower low. Hits this low right here. All right. Looks like I got too greedy with my take profits. Let's see. Stop me out. That's a shame. Should have taken my profits at this high. Yeah. Okay. I got too greedy. That's on me. Let's count that as like a nothing trade. Let's count that as a nothing. Well, for me. Let's just say it's an X. You know, this is for me. Whatever. Cool. What time is it? 9:51. All right, let's wait for another setup at... this time. Cool. All right. Ends up taking profit at some point. That makes sense. Cool. It's a good trade. All right. We got nothing so far. Here we go. All right, nothing. Cool. On to the next day. The last day, I believe. Let's do it. All right, 1 hour. We have high right here. Liquidity sweep right here. Let's count this as a 15-minute liquidity sweep. Oh, jeez. Cool. All right, we have this 15-minute order block right here. I'm going to end up using this for a short. And we have let's go to the 15-minute. We have a fair value gap. Price is pretty rough. I think we'll either be chasing this low, which is at consequent encroachment, or we'll be chasing this. Honestly, I think we'll be looking for longs. I like longs here. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Did not expect that. Let's wait for a reaction or a retracement here. We have an inverse for value gap. All right, we have a reaction. Let's look at OTE. I mean, this makes sense to short. It makes sense to short. Above this high. At these lows. Let's see where price goes. Fails to create a lower low. Creates a lower low. Okay, we swept one low. Price is coming back for a retracement. That's okay. I expect it to retrace right here. If it keeps going up one candle, I'm taking profit. I'm taking profit. Cool. That's a win. That's a win. It looks like I'm getting better with this strategy as we're going on. I kind of like it. Price comes back here. And we could keep trading today. We have a reaction off the same inverse value gap. This happens in today's time. Oh, so the daily bias was bullish. So this was the viable low. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's what I thought. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I still took profit right here. That's not bad. That's still good, you know? Profit is profit at this point. You know, a successful trade is a successful trade. Well, we won today. I think we call it quits there. We'll get started tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm excited. Tomorrow we're going to do 8 days since I put 30 days for each month. Anyways, sounds good. Let's get all these drawings off. 30-minute. Cool. Alrighty. Well, we're going to end there. I appreciate you guys for watching. And if you like this strategy, stick with it. If not, you know, there's more to come. I'm excited for the next strategies, to be honest. My favorite is the order block. I'm excited for the order block strategy. This one, oh, strategy number 2 is going to be good, bro. In 2 days for me. Order block's coming. I'm excited. Here we go. All right. On that note, I'll see y'all later. Peace.